Everybody, and welcome to Cooking Adventures with Katie. On tonight's episode, we are going to be, this is a regular orange and not a blood orange. That makes me sad. Wait. On today's episode, I decided I would buy a little farmer's shop. No, it looks pretty dark. Okay. I want to buy a farmer's shop today. And they had avocados on sale for 69 cents a piece. And I snagged some peanuts for boiling. And they had a spaghetti squash. Now, David does not like spaghetti squash. But I've never had it, to my knowledge. So I decided I wanted to cook a spaghetti squash. So I looked and looked at, yeah, it's a blood orange. So I looked and looked and looked and found a recipe where I did not have to leave the house to gather more ingredients. And what it is a spaghetti squash with avocado and an egg recipe, and it's like a healthy dinner thing, and it's really quite simple. And yes, and I also snagged a couple of these, and I have learned that I quite enjoy blood oranges. They're more savory compared to regular oranges. And also probably stain your clothes. So to do this, we same way we do the pumpkin, cut it in half, oven on 400, cut it in half, oil and salt, face sides down into the oven for 30 minutes. We want to pull it out, scrape up all the spaghetti strings, fibers, I suppose, I don't know, and then you add the avocado, or you add some salsa, avocado, and you crack an egg on top, and then oven on 425 after you pull it out, and then throw it in there for another 20 minutes, and for another 20 minutes. Until your egg is set as you like it. Now, I like my yolk runny, so I'm going to place it on top, but if you prefer your yolk to be more cooked, dig a little hole and put it in the hole. The further inside the squash it is, the more it'll cook. So we're going to do that, but we're also going to make our own salsa. So salsa consists of mostly tomatoes. I have lots of tomatoes. Some onion. We've got a little bit of garlic. I think we have cilantro. And then we've also got some tiny little peppers that are kind of getting pretty ready to go. So I think I'm going to put those in there and see how that tastes. I don't know if, I feel like they're a little bit spicy, but not crazy. And that's it. So, Cooking Adventures with Katie, season 2.5. Let's get healthy. Spaghetti squash, avocado and egg. Cooking Adventures with Katie, season 2.5. Alright, so go ahead and set your oven to 400 and get a clean cutting board because those exist in my house. And a knife. Not that one. Why is that even in that one? About 80% sure these dishes are clean. So oven is set on 400. It's heating. Oven is heating to 400. So you take your squash, peel off the sticker that says it's organic, because that's a thing. And very similar to the pumpkin. Alright, so we'll just trim off a thin side for a base. Alright, put this in the compost pile. Alright, and so it don't roll around. And we want to do the same for this side. Just a little bit is really all you need. Just a little flat edge there. There we go. Alright, and then we cut this in half. Now I normally try and have a mallet because those are fun to use. But I don't feel like going down to the garage. So let's see how well this goes. All right. Hey, look at that. Fantastic. Okay, so now we want to take our ice cream spoon and scrape out the seeds. And if you want to save these for later for roasting purposes, you can. I'm just going to put these in my compost pile, and if they sprout, then I will have spaghetti squash plants. It's kind of how I'm looking at it. I'm not putting any weeds or anything like that into my compost pile. But when it comes to my plants, like I'm putting avocado seeds in, I've got those blood orange seeds, those are going in, squash, and it's just kind of along the lines of if something sprouts, we'll figure out what it is and then go from there. Because then I can just pull it out and put it in dirt. I have a new plant that I put little to no effort in. Also, in back there, I have 2 onions sprouting and 2 corn sprouting, and I think those are green beans, and then my tomatoes, the ones, the back big one, oh, those are sprouting all over the place. Nothing else is sprouted yet. So I'm gonna give it another week or two, and then figure out whether I'm gonna try again or just have what I have this year. Release. Release! I need a bigger Tupperware for my compost pile. I also got worms today. I got the red giant worms because I've heard those were good for composts. I went in and the guy was like, I was like, hey, y'all have worms? And he's like, yeah, we do. I was like, cool. I was like, what kind do you have? He goes, I got red giants, I've got night crawlers. And I was like, stop right there, my man. I want red giants. And he's like, okay, cool. And he goes and he shows them to me. And I was like, fantastic. I'll take two containers, please. And he's like, 2. I say, yep, I'm starting a compost pile. And he was like, well then, all right. And I said, yep, don't look at me funny like that. No, I didn't, but he was giving me weird looks. I was like, I enjoy fishing too. And if I go fishing, all I gotta do is reach into my compost pile and pull out some worms. And he's like, yeah, true. He's like, and hopefully they'll reproduce, so all will be well with the world. I was like, right? Oil and salt on a cookie sheet. That's a lot. Smells good though. Still a lot. Okay. And, okay. Put that there, and I'll put this here. And then when the oven is ready, it goes in for 30 minutes. Awesome. Alright, into the oven for 30 minutes. Okay, alright, so, if my camera will not fall. Salsa, my children, is relatively easy. You want to get a couple of tomatoes. And, cut them up. Easy stuff. If you choose to remove the seeds, that's perfectly fine. It's all up to you. want some onion. Now, I'm pulling this onion from a couple of days ago. So if you want to use a fresher onion, that's perfectly fine. You'll want either a half of a large onion or a whole of a small onion. And just dice it up. Normal things. I know I'm doing this differently from how I have shown you people. Today is a day where I don't really care. Ah, the joys of a good knife. Okay. Okay. Get these in there. Alright, now I didn't find any cilantro, but we do have some basil, so I'll throw some of that in there. I don't know how this is going to taste. We'll find out. So we'll just throw a pinch in there. Alright, and then we want... Let's grab a couple of these. And we'll cut these up this way. Alright. Grab a couple of cloves of garlic. Okay. And let's add some lime juice. Oh, this pops off that way. And we'll mix it up and add some salt as needed. All right. Those orange peppers definitely throw it off. All right, that's good. And now we wait 15 minutes for the spaghetti squash. Alrighty, pop that sucker up to 425. Alright, and we'll let this sit for 15 minutes to cool so we can maneuver with it. Alright, so once your squash is touchable, kind of, you want to take a fork and make the strands into spaghetti. Sure, we'll do that. So, like, let's do this right-handed. Like this. Ow. It's a bit warm still. Ow, ow. But you want to leave everything in the squash. Alright, so now we add our salsa. Okay. Avocado. And we crack an egg over the top of it. Okay. And now it goes back into the oven for 20 to 22 minutes on 425 until the yolk, or not the yolk, but the white of the egg is cooked to your preference. Alright. Put this on a plate. Alright, so with this one, I probably should have... My yolk is... Oh, it's just got a shell on it. Okay. I probably should have left this in the oven for a minute longer. Because it's not... the egg white isn't like completely cooked all the way. So, let's mix this up a bit. And, let's see how this tastes. Because it looks... The picture looked delicious. This looks kind of funky, so let's see. Smells good. So that's a plus. Okay. It doesn't taste bad at all. At all. No, it's good. Alright, cool. So, this has been, I'm just gonna end this quick because we're about long. This is a long episode. This has been an episode of Cooking Adventures with Kaity, season 2.5. Let's be healthy. Let's get healthy. Spaghetti squash, avocado, and egg. If I do this again and make it better, we will revisit it and we'll fix the... There's gonna have to be a revisit episode with the cloudies, with this, with a couple of other things, and yeah. So maybe once I get an actual video camera and can edit things together, I'll be like, oh, revisit episode, boop, 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 boop. There we go, that'd be cool. So, like, subscribe, comment, please do give me some tips, pointers, suggestions, anything would help. If you subscribe, that would make me super happy, thank you. I also noticed today that I have 20 subscribers. Yay! I have 20 subscribers. I'm above 10, and I don't know all of the people. That's a good thing. So yeah. Thank you everybody for joining me in this episode. I hope all of y'all had a fantastic Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. If y'all watched if y'all saw my Valentine's episode, the Reese Cups, delicious, delicious. Don't let the dairy-free fool you. I simply use dairy-free alternatives because David's lactose intolerant. Use your regular chocolate chips. Use your regular butter. I just use dairy-free kinds because he can't have them. So, yes, my channel is mostly dairy-free stuff. I'm finding alternatives for it, so don't worry. You can do all of this with regular stuff. So, with all of that being said, and my slight ramblings as per the usual, happy cooking. And if you're doing this low-carb, low-sugar diet with me, thank you and more power to you. See y'all next time. Bye!